once Jalen Carter hit somebody with that smile, it's over with. I'm really feeling like this defense, man. I'm just glad I'm on this side because I would hate to be on the other side of that defense. What's up? What's happening? What is popping? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great edition of Symone with the Spears. I'm Symone, bringing you guys daily sports talk. So if you're new here, if you're old here, have already subscribed to my channel. Stop what you're doing. Leave a comment. Subscribe. Keep rocking with me. Also, check out the link down below. The link is to become a channel member for the Symone with the Sports YouTube. Shout out to everyone who's become a member so far. Becoming a member means you will get member exclusive videos.
Exclusive.
And perks. So make sure you check that out. Also, make sure you have notification bells on.
Ding.
As you can see, we have a guest today.
What up, though?
See,
I might swerve him in that corner. Whoa.
this is our NFC Championship preview. So it is Eagles Commanders NFC Championship game. It is who? Chiefs
and Bills.
Bills AFC Championship. Let's go ahead and start with Chiefs and Bills. Two teams who we pretty much knew was going to be here.
Right.
I feel like starting the season off, everybody's like Chiefs, Bills, Ravens. Going to be the team that makes it, and Chiefs, Bills made it.
I want to say this about both games because this is really crazy. These teams that are involved in the championship games, there's a lot of familiarity with these teams. Obviously, the Eagles and Commanders are in the same division. This is going to be the third time they're playing them just this year. You feel me? And then for Chiefs and Bills, this is the fourth time out of the 5 years, I think like Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen has been in the league. I don't know the exact like phrase or wording or stat or whatever you want to call it. But basically, they've played each other in the playoffs 4 out of the last 5 years. Obviously, you know, if you remember that crazy game that was not last year, but 2 years ago, it was between the Chiefs and the Bills where they was going back and forth and like there was like 4 touchdowns in the last minute or 90 seconds or whatever.
That was crazy.
And then the Chiefs tied the game with 13 seconds left, got a field goal, went to overtime, the Chiefs won it. So, I mean, the Chiefs and the Bills, just to get back to them specifically, have had some crazy games. And I think this is the first time. So even though they've met 4 out of the last 5 times in the playoffs, this is the first time they're meeting in the championship game. So it'll be interesting. It'll be fun. But there's a lot of familiarity with these teams. And that's why I think part of it is going to make it fun. But to give you some analysis.
Hold on,
Deal. Deal. Go ahead. She told me to hold on. She don't even know what to say.
Go ahead. Continue. No, okay. You about to start. I was about to say something. I'm going to just wait until the Eagles Commanders. No, I'm going to just wait.
All right.
I'm going to wait till Eagles Commanders.
So as far as like how I'm feeling about analysis-wise and X and O-wise about Chiefs and Bills, the Bills are going to be able to score. The Chiefs' defense is very good. Elite, I would even say. But when familiarity comes into it, these two teams know each other. Sean McDermott and that Bills team is going to know what to do. They're going to know how they need to score. And Josh Allen is like that. Probably going to win MVP. Sorry, Saquon.
Can I pause? Never mind. I'm not even bringing that up. It ain't
no shade. I just think that's who's going to win it.
Anywho, if you were voting, who would you vote?
Josh Allen.
Over Saquon?
Yes.
Why? Josh
Allen has less talent around him, and he literally has put the team on his back. He's like he's not the leading rusher, but I'm pretty sure the team's second leading rusher, and he's the quarterback. Like, he does everything. I think and again, this is credit to your offensive line, what I'm about to say, but look what Miles Sanders was able to do in Philly. Look what DeAndre Swift was able to do in Philly. I'm not saying you can put any, average Joe behind that Eagles offensive line, but and Saquon has shown how great he is. Like, don't get me wrong, but you put a capable back behind that Eagles offensive line, they're going to look good. And Saquon, I think Saquon did what he was supposed to do. A lot of people thought the Bills window was closing. he's throwing to, and I understand they got Amari Cooper midseason, but his top receivers before they got Amari Cooper were Khalil Shakir and Mac Hollins and Keon Coleman too. So he's a good, but he was a rookie. Like he don't got the same weapons that Saquon Barkley had. He didn't have. Josh Allen didn't have the luxury, and James Cook is a very good back, but he didn't have the luxury of having a Jalen Hurts, a A.J. Brown, a Devontae Smith, a Dallas Goedert, and that great offensive line. Like, he didn't have everything that Saquon Barkley had. Like, it just wasn't a good a situation as Saquon Barkley had. Josh Allen's working with less.
Okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No shade, just truth.
Go ahead.
All right, so getting back to Chiefs and Bills. Again, I think the Bills will be able to score. My main question, and I guess my main questions when it comes to this game are, can the Bills defense stop Patrick Mahomes enough to, again, when it comes to that crunch time, can the Bills get that one stop they're going to need on Patrick Mahomes? Can the defense bite down? Can the defense bite down when they need to bite down? Both teams, I think, are going to be able to score. And then who is going to be that X factor for the Bills? Josh Allen's going to be able to do what he's going to do, but is James Cook going to help him out by having a big game on the ground? Is Keon Coleman going to go off? Is Amari Cooper going to go off? Who else is going to be that X factor? Who's going to help Josh Allen out? Like, who's going to be the Robin?
Who's going to rise up?
Who's going to rise up and be the Robin to Josh Allen's Batman? That's what I'm wondering into. And for the Chiefs, they really just gotta do what they do. Like I'm Patrick Mahomes, obviously, and Travis Kelce, I think, are gonna do what they do, but they're gonna need Xavier Worthy. They're gonna, they're gonna need to be able to hit some plays downfield. They're gonna have to be able to break off some explosive plays, whether that's on the ground with Isaiah Pacheco or that's down the field with Isaiah Worthy. They're gonna have to stretch this Bills defense out a little bit because this offense has been obviously not the offense it was when they had Tyreek Hill there. So if they're able to stretch this Bills defense out and not let the Bills kind of load the box and stop Pacheco and stop the little dink and dunk plays, if they're able to stretch this defense out and make explosive plays down the field, then I think the Chiefs are going to be in a good spot. But it's going to be a real good game.
Yeah. I'm glad the Eagles had the game before. You know what I mean?
You don't want to be the last game?
I don't want to be the last game.
Why you say that? Because everybody going to be watching?
Just waiting.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I got you. Yeah,
even like last week, I didn't like knowing, the opponent today. Like, I didn't like waiting.
I got you.
I like being the first game. So I'm glad with the first game. But yeah, I don't know who to pick.
I don't know who to pick either, man. I can't bet against Patrick Mahomes. Part of the reason is too, like, I hate that. Yeah, and I hate that that's a storyline, but it's a legit storyline. Like, Patrick Mahomes got some GOAT treatment in that game against the Texans. Those were bad calls. That roughing the passer shouldn't have been a roughing the passer. That unnecessary roughness shouldn't have been unnecessary roughness. Now, the internet, the media has made such a big deal about it. I think the NFL will keep a sharper eye on it and probably will tell the officials, okay, hey, look, we're not trying to change the game. So I think it shouldn't be an issue because there was such a big uproar about it after the Texans game. I mean, Troy Aikman and Joe Buck were saying what they were saying during the game. So I think it should be okay, but I think it is something to look out for.
So you picking the Chiefs?
I'm picking the Chiefs. It's just hard for me to bet against Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, Andy Reid. Like,
oh, no.
It's just hard. So while it would be cool to see Josh Allen and the Bills get over that Chiefs hump, not sure they will.
All right, NFC Championship game, Eagles, Commanders.
You go first on this one.
First of all, I feel like the biggest thing, obviously I'm picking the Eagles. I think that the edge that the Eagles have, the biggest edge is defense and ground game.
Yes.
Like, I know that remember we talked about this Washington offense is going to, make some plays and do all that. Mm-hmm. I just know this defense is going to bite down. Mm-hmm. We got Quinyon Mitchell coming back for the game. Obviously, Isaiah Rodgers had to come in the game against the Rams. Darius Slay playing out his mind right now. This defensive line playing out their mind right now. Jalen Carter playing out his mind. Oren Burks, the way he stepped up for Nakobe Dean, that was a big question going into the Rams game, was how much of a void were we going to have in the middle with Nakobe Dean being out. And Oren Burks played out his mind. Now, of course, Oren Burks is going to have to keep that same energy. He's a backup. You just don't know when it comes to inconsistencies and stuff. But man, oh man, you wouldn't even kind of know Nakobe Dean went out there. Yep. They defense still clicking. The past 2 games against Washington, we have a combined, I want to say seven turnovers. Last game when Kenny Pickett was playing, defense had 5 takeaways. Game before, I want to say we had 2 takeaways. The biggest thing, like I said, this defense is not coming to play. And then the Saquon Barkley, like all we have to do is this defense has to continue to be them. Saquon Barkley has to continue to be him. 2 things that have been consistent this entire season: defense, Saquon, O-line. So I'm feeling confident. I feel like the key is getting them takeaways, which I know this team will. And Saquoning. Jake Elliott's gonna have to make his kicks. The last time when we played Washington at the Lincoln, we won. Jake was missing field goals. Jake was missing point after attempts.
What's the weather supposed to be like? Do you know?
Regular.
Okay.
Jake's gonna have to make his, and yeah. So I'm feeling confident.
I'm feeling good about the Eagles' chances as well. My thing is, if I was Vic Fangio, what I'm doing, I am taking Nolan Smith and I am having him be a spy on Jaden Daniels all game long. Nolan Smith, if I'm Vic Fangio, Nolan Smith's sole responsibility on Sunday is to spy Jaden Daniels, make sure he don't get out of that pocket, and create those scramble plays with his legs. If he starts to go out that pocket, Nolan Smith, go get him. Be the dog that you are and go get him. And if not, just float around and, just hold him in that pocket. So I'm spying Jaden Daniels with Nolan Smith. I'm also very curious as to Jalen Hurts' health. And I'll ask you about that too, because obviously you're more plugged in when it comes to that than I am. Because if Jalen Hurts, depending on how limited Jalen Hurts is with his knee, if he can't move around as well as we know he can move around, and obviously he's going to be a little bit gimpy. He's not 100%. Nobody is. But if he is more limited than any usual player is limited, that's going to change how the Commanders are able to rush him. And I think that will not be a good situation. So hopefully Jalen Hurts' knee isn't to the point where he can't, he's going to be pretty limited with his mobility, because obviously I think that's a big part of Jalen Hurts' game. So look, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be able to move around and do what he needs to do. He's going to keep the main thing. You feel me?
Did you hear Jaden Daniels say that?
I did. I saw the NFL.
See how they
too.
do?
I saw your TikTok.
See how they do?
Yeah, they do. They copying.
They idle, bro.
But I think you're spot on about the takeaways too. If the Eagles defense can get those takeaways that they have gotten over these, which is 7 in the last 2 games, if they can keep that same energy.
I'm talking about the game against the Commanders.
Yeah. Against the Commanders alone. Yeah. If the Eagles can keep that same energy they've had against the Commanders when it comes to getting takeaways, that's going to obviously be a huge, huge plus in favor of the Eagles, because we know this offense, again, for the Commanders, they're lucky and they're good. And the team overall just got the luck of the Irish, it seemed like, this year. But if you can get those takeaways and take possessions away from them, then obviously that's going to help them stop from scoring points. So definitely Eagles getting takeaways. The Eagles find a way to get Jaden Daniels on the ground, because one thing about that last game against the Lions did not sack him once. They did not. I don't even know if they hit him.
Right.
They didn't sack him once, though. Y'all have to get Jaden Daniels on the ground, change the down and distance. And that's why, again, if I'm Vic Fangio, I'm spying Jaden Daniels with Nolan Smith all game long.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest thing, all that facts.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm just so confident, because this defense, bro, this defense.
And I think y'all be able to control the tempo of the game too with Saquon. I think that'll be a big thing too.
Yeah. So I'm saying like, okay, we know we have the offense. We know they have the offense, right?
Right.
I'm just saying this defense is just
changer.
a tone setter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The defense, man, like the way this defense been playing, I'm saying, like, even in the game against Washington when Kenny Pickett played, I mean, there's only so much your defense can do in that game. I mean, we turned the ball over. That's the key, not turning the ball over. Kenny Pickett had 2 picks. Them takeaways. Last game, CJ got ejected for no reason. CJ is not getting ejected this game. I just feel like, I don't know, man. Them birds, it's just feeling like, you talked about it with the Lions, man. I'm just feeling like this Birds team different, bro.
They different. They special.
That defense, bro. Like
that defense has been locked down over these past few weeks. I've been so impressed with Jalen Carter. I've been so impressed with Quinyon Mitchell. Nolan Smith has really turned it on.
Darius Slay at 34.
Darius Slay found the fountain. He's turned it up a notch in the postseason. Like
he's like
turned
he
it
was
up
having
a level.
an amazing year,
like
but he
he's
just
kicked it into a different gear.
That's what I'm saying. Like this defense is just playing on just the way that everybody locked in, bro. Like I don't want to be cocky. Cocky is not what I am.
Yeah.
Confident. And I was saying this confidence going into the Rams game, right? But I'm feeling it for real this time. Right. Not that I wasn't feeling the Rams game. I was confident about the team in the Rams game, but that performance against the Rams just like triple reinforced how I'm feeling. Like, and then for everybody talking about, oh, it was the snow. First of all, we whooped their ass on the West Coast. In warm weather. So I don't want to hear nothing about the snow. Saquon had 200 plus without the snow. Miss me with it. If the snow kept that game close for y'all because AJ wouldn't have them 2 drops. Mm-hmm. So the snow is what kept y'all in the game. Okay? Because AJ wouldn't have them 2 drops. Okay? Mm-hmm. This defense, my oh my.
All that being said, I'm picking the Commanders. I'm just playing. I'll just play. I just wanted to rile you up again, you know.
See, this is a big ass hitter. You see what I'm working with?
I was just kidding, bro. I was just playing. You know, I was just playing. I'm picking the Eagles. You want to know score prediction? I'll give you score prediction right now. 27-24 Eagles. 27-24 Eagles. Clock it.
It's not going to be that. I don't think it's going to be that close, bro.
You don't think it's going to be that close? What'd you think?
Dylan.
Give me a score prediction.
You got to realize that this team, last game was personal against the Commanders. CJ got ejected. They got Jalen Hurts hurt that game. True. Defense spoke about it. CJ spoke about it. He was extra. He shouldn't have got ejected, but he was saying they were extra emotional because the Commanders hurt Jalen Hurts with a dirty hit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So this defense is extra, and then CJ pissed that he got ejected for no reason. Okay. This defense is extra motivated. You know what I'm saying?
They come with that smoke.
They coming with that smoke. This is the NFC East. This is a divisional game being played in the NFC Championship. This is personal for this defense.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? This is personal for Vic Fangio.
And the motivated Philadelphia Eagles defense is scary.
So once Jalen Carter hit somebody with that smile, it's over with. I'm really feeling like this defense, man. I'm just glad I'm on this side because I would hate to be on the other side of that defense.